Good day, everybody. So we are back in Awaken Chaos era here. Um, this video is about Muriel's changes. Basically, she had a change yesterday on the update, and as I was testing here about her changes, it's a bit confusing on the description, and some people are not getting what changed, and I just want to go ahead and explain to you what happened to her, and as well as so that she is much more useful now than before, of course, but um, here, I'll just read the changes here. Change the special ability, that's the slot 2, the S2. At the end of the turn, refresh stat increase effects, duration on all team members and applies random stat up to them until all team members have like a tree. Now, this refresh thing is actually just a scam or something. Like it doesn't work. I tested, it doesn't work. Some of the Discord members actually tested it. It's not there. So from what I can see, her main changes here that I will show you is actually her slat S2 is or special skill is not calculating the buffs that are not stat up. So we will show you here. For example, here in this lineup, like we just remove that, whatever. Um, a brand shield before, if you have like a brand shield and then Muriel take a turn and then puts a buff, it will only give you 2 buffs, right? Because brand shield, that's 1, and then she will put 2 more to make it 3. Now, brand shield doesn't get calculated as the as a stat up buff. So basically, they changed the modifier from buff to stat off buff alone. So let's see. I'll give you a big example here from Jocasta ult, or like a heal spell. We'll put 1 heal spell here, and then we'll put Jocasta ult. That's 4 buffs already, right? So before, after Muriel's turn, she won't give you any buffs, right? Because it's already 4 buffs. She only calculates, you have to have 3 buffs, and then that's it. But now, since the invincible, the heal ups, and the barrier is not calculated as a stat up buff, she will give us more buffs here, 3 more. We can check here. So she gave Brand this crit damage up, speed, and damage up buff. So 3 buffs in total. So basically, she doesn't calculate the speed up. Now, so this is her major changes, which is really good actually, but the description for it is kind of staying true to Ace, being so hard to understand. We will retreat it, and I'll give you another example here of what is stat up. So stat up buffs are actually just defense, attack up, damage up, crit rate, crit damage, those kind of buffs. The buffs that are actually affecting your basic stats, that is. But I don't know why damage up is considered a stat up buff, but that's how the game calculated. So we will give like here I'll use the skill 2 in Brand, and that way you can see that there is like a defense buff on everybody right now. So when Muriel turn, she will only give us 2 buffs because we already have 1 stat up buff, right? Here. So only 2 buffs, as you can see here. So if you count it, there's only like 2 buffs added, like 1, 2. There is no increase in the duration of the defense up buff whatsoever from the description there. It doesn't work. That's not it, right? So if you have like a startup buff, then she will only give you the amount that is needed to get to 3. Now for the last test, I will prove to you that um, it doesn't increase the duration. You will put hack rain on it, whatever, to give us more time and then see. So what unique about Muriel is that she gives you like, what you call this? Oh, should I just add agile leap? Right, one moment. So what is unique about our Muriel's buff is actually it's round limited. There's like a turn limit and there's like a round limit. So Muriel is actually taking in rounds, not turns. So for example, if I use an agile leap, it should not cause any. Let me just show you. It's either easier to explain, right? I should have shielded. I'll show you first. So, for example, like I don't have a turn. Okay, it's my bad. So, for example, if you agile leap on something, right, it will waste a turn. The buff will be shaken off. I should have buff for here. Let me buff. So the shield, the defense up, the defense up buff is turn based, while Muriel's buff is round based. So if Hakrin agile leaps to himself, he will shake off one duration of the shield of the, as you can see there, right? The 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 defense up, the defense up is only one turn duration, but the damage up and the speed up is still 2 turns. Now, if Hakrin takes a move, you will lose the buff, but Muriel's buff, the 2 buff, the speed and the crit damage is still there because it's turn based. Now, when Bran takes a turn here, right, and end the round 1, they will lose the round buffs duration. There, it's so clear. So the shield, the defense buff there, it did not take into account Muriel's trait of being around limit. So Muriel's trait, if you have the stat up already, it doesn't take into account that, and it will still be a turn-based duration, just like before. So the other changes in the description really doesn't describe what changed in her. Basically, it's just the calculating mechanic of her second skill, being able to calculate that the buffs present is not stat up buff. Yeah. So if you have heals, if you have shield, if you have guard, if you have like other buffs, immunity, barrier, etc., it's not gonna count as stat up. And then she will put up 3 buffs. This is actually a good change, but the description is just so bad about it. So just wanna go ahead and explain that on out. If anyone have like a Muriel and are planning to use that on Rift of Chaos, yeah, make sure you know the mechanics of her skills. And what's good about her skills is that the stat up still remains even if you get like a bonus turn. If you imagine if you're Jacob, then you get 7 turns. Muriel's buff will stay on you till the round ends. So doesn't matter if how many turns you have, you're still gonna get the buffs. That's it. All right. Hopefully this will help someone. Have a great day.